Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Hysterically Hetty, where I sometimes talk about my mental health, sometimes I talk about your mental health, and sometimes I just ramble, and most of the time I ramble. Today I am getting ready for New Year's Eve, so my video is going to be a little bit early. It'll be probably released tonight at some point, instead of my Friday like normal. But I have a feeling that tomorrow I'm going to be a little bit, maybe not hungover, but just a little subdued. I don't know. Whereas I'm pretty excited today to get this over with, to get rid of this year. I wonder if 2020 set out to be the worst year of my life, or if it just wanted to, you know, rock my world. Oh, I just applied my Illamasqua. Illamasqua? I wish I don't know. I wish I could pronounce it better, but I can't. So I'm not gonna try. I'm putting on like 3 primers. So next I'm gonna be using this primed plump and prime. I keep trying to call it the primed and poreless. I don't have that one. I have that in the powder, which I guess I could use. Oh, and I always forget about these. I've got Farsali, what's it called? Skintune Blur. I've got these little guys. I have 2 of them. One of them, they weigh the same, but one of them is close to empty. I don't know. So I've got 2 of them that I got from Ipsy. This is a luxury face plumping primer serum. So they say to use 2 pumps. So I'm gonna use 2. And I'm nervous it's gonna make my skin burn, but we'll see what it does, if anything. Smells odd, but it could be because of the fact I mixed the other primer with that primer. So now I'm going to use Fenty's Pro Filter Hydrating Primer, and this is going to be my last primer besides the little bit I'm going to add of the primed and poreless. The Skintune Blur. Jeez, I don't have primed and poreless except for in the powder, and it's old and has never worked. Oh, that feels nice. Like my skin feels really nice. All right. Time to do this. I think this might be the empty one. Maybe not. I just put a little bit on my cheeks. Winda. It's my dog. I don't use it everywhere. It's just kind of where I have the most pores, and I feel like it works pretty good. I stole it from Jackie Ina. I didn't steal it from her physically. I stole the concept from her. Whatever. And then I've got this Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. I'm nervous. Okay. Last time I used this, I put way too much on, and I ended up red all around. I can't tell if it's from me adding a lot of different products or if I'm turning red from the primer. It's supposed to, I guess, make me look young and vibrant. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so moving on. New Year's. Has anybody got any resolutions that they made? I try not to make resolutions because they tend to not go so well for me. I don't keep them. I do set goals for the year, as in things I'd like to accomplish in the year. And sometimes I do that, and sometimes I don't. Breaking it up. It's really cold in here, if you can't tell by the fact that I'm wearing a dress with a bra that doesn't go with it, and this over. I'm chilly. Try not to be, but it's weird for me because I'm not normally cold, but I've been cold lately. All right, so I'm gonna put like a pump and I guess it's a pump and a half. I don't know. That's about that much of this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. Thoughts on this? It's nice. You know what they just came out with? A powder. And so in honor of there being a powder that I can't afford right now, I'm going to use this hydrating. If you can see, it's kind of yellow on me. I wonder if it says what it's it doesn't. It just says 150. It doesn't say whether it's neutral or golden tone or whatever. I was swatched at the store by somebody who's a very nice person, but I think the lighting made me look a little, or maybe I already looked a little yellow. I don't think it's the right undertone, but I spent a lot of money on it, so I'm gonna use it. I can tend to make most foundations that are close to my skin color. I can make it work, but yeah, my face is tingling. Whew. And so are my lips. Do they look better, bigger? They look redder. I wanted to put it on first so that it could be absorbed and dry down before I put on my lip color. Linda's over here making weird sounds. Linda, stop making weird sounds. She's like, I do what I want. So Christmas happened, and I had a great Christmas. Like, I know that you guys saw my video and my girlfriend bought me all kinds of stuff, but independent of it being, you know, gift wise very nice, I enjoyed greatly my time with my family, and got to hang out with Stevie's family, and that was nice too. I think this might be a little too light, but this is their Fenty Beauty's Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. So yeah, look at this red. That's what that lip stuff does. I feel it kind of burning. It's trying to turn my skin red around it. I got to see my girlfriend's family, and they're good, and you know, I can't really talk about her family because, well, I mean, I could talk about whatever I want to. It's not like she's said, don't talk about me or my family, but I like them, and I don't want them to feel awkward by me overly sharing or anything. But they're really nice people, and I got from them these pajamas that have owls on them from her mom that I picked out at the store. So I was really excited to get to wear them. They're so soft. I think I could have gone for an extra large instead of a 2X because they're kind of big, but the bigness is comfortable, you know, like it's kind of not saggy, that sounds wrong. It's kind of baggy. There we are. That's the aggy word I was looking for, not saggy. But they were kind of baggy, and that was nice, like having something just warm and be like, I almost wore my pajamas in the video, but then I just have to take them off to put this dress on, and I don't know. I'm nervous about this next year because I just can't imagine that it's going to get any better in you know, like, oh, tomorrow and everything's better, you know what I mean? Like, I don't see that being our future. I think it's still going to suck tomorrow just as much as it sucked today. But I'm hoping... My face feels like it's on fire. Sorry, I keep checking on my dog because she's making weird noises, and I'm worried that she'll like do something weird on the carpet or something, you know? Dogs are strange. But no, why am I using this? I don't know. I'm gonna use this. I know it's supposed to be wet, but I again forgot to wet it. I feel like I just messed up my, well, I didn't mess it up, but it doesn't look right. Sorry. So I am going to a small gathering, and I'm going to dress up like I'm going to a big gathering because I always wear this dress. Well, I shouldn't say always. I got this dress as a Christmas present like this would be the 3rd year I've worn it, so 3 years ago. And a girl at work, her name is Denona. She's not just a girl at work, she was my work wife, and I got promoted, and now she's another girl's work wife, which is how it works, you know. I can't be overly friendly with somebody who is like a subordinate because it's inappropriate, but she is delightful and I still love her, and we still get each other Christmas presents. But anyway, a few years ago she got this for me for Christmas, and it was mostly because I said I wanted it, but I wouldn't buy it for myself because it was like $60, and she gave me most of the money to buy it. So I was like, yeah. And then I bought it and I wear it every New Year's. I also have these earrings that I'm gonna try. They are bougie as hell. I got them in an Ipsy bag it's Jules Smith, and they're designed with love in Venice, California. So fancy. So that's part of what I'm gonna wear with this dress, and then maybe some heels. I don't know what I'm gonna do for shoes because it's supposed to be icy, so I'm worried that I'm gonna fall on my ass. And as funny as that may be, I have fallen before and been knocked out by slipping on ice and hit my head. So I don't want to repeat that. At that time I didn't have anybody to take care of me, and it's kind of funny because, well, it's not funny, like the whole story is not funny, but there was a guy who used to shovel the sidewalks where I used to live, and he had to have heard me because I know I screamed, and he just kept shoveling the sidewalk. And I was like, dude, what a dick. And then turned out, I don't know how many years later, but a few years after that, he ended up killing himself. And so like that story sticks with me because I'm like, thinking what a dick he was for not stopping and helping me, but Lord knows what he was going through, you know. I was too busy thinking about my personal pain, but it doesn't mean that he wasn't going through something and just didn't notice me, couldn't hear me, or, you know, honestly didn't care at the moment because he was going through his own thing. I got up and I was fine. So it just kind of reminds me, that story reminds me to try to be mindful, although I don't always succeed. Be mindful of what other people might be going through. You know, that cheesy thing that says everyone's fighting their own battles, be kind always. You know, as cheesy as that sounds, like I do try to do that because, you know, there are situations like that, you know, it could be something more going on than what you think. So I've got this blush palette. It's by NYX. It's called Sweet Cheeks. I also got this from Ipsy. They should sponsor me for as much as I rep them on my 5 videos that I have. I don't know how many I have, but I have a lot. I think I've mentioned Ipsy in every single one of them. I I'm gonna try this one. I don't think they have names. Yeah, it just says blush palette. Adorables Juice. But I'm gonna put my brush in that and kind of, yeah, that's nice. I didn't know that guy very well, and I'm not gonna give his name. Anybody that I work with would be familiar with him, and I don't want to be talking about him and then have somebody get upset or share it with his widow. And you know, like, even though I didn't say anything super mean or anything, I did say he, you know, I at the time thought that he was a bit of a dick, but I'd not interacted with him other than that instance. And again, you know, who knows what they're going through. This is Too Faced. I have the bigger one, but I'm trying to leave that at my house. Rita. But it is their chocolate gold. So I'm going to use this as a bronzer. I like it. It's nice. It's a little festive, you know, like a little gold shimmer. Excuse me, I burped. Apologize. But I got salty on Facebook the other day because one thing I have noticed is that there not a lot of people interact with me on Facebook, but I have a lot of Facebook friends, and they're people that I've known throughout the year, and I'm constantly wondering how many of them turn me off, you know, like make it to where they can't see my notifications. What is that called? Not muting somebody, because you can mute somebody and then it does it for just a little bit and then it brings them back. But unfollow, yeah. How many people have unfollowed me out of those because I'm sad or I'm not always exciting, or, you know, sometimes I'm salty and shitty on Facebook like I was the other day. And I'm just like, of all the friends that I have on Facebook, I don't hear from them very often, you know. And so I posted something on Facebook about how, you know, basically I have all these Facebook friends, but when I need somebody, nobody ever like reaches out to me. And one of the comments was a good point of, you know, sometimes we don't stop. One second. I'm back. I know her, and I know that her next move is to whine so pathetically that you feel bad for her, and you shouldn't, because she's fine. Next I'm going to use Too Faced Turn Up the Light. This isn't light because, as you can see, I'm very pale. I'm going to use the Soft Focus, which is the center. I'm going to use this kind of like all over my face. But no, I know her. She was about to sound real pathetic, and then you'd think that I was abusing her. What was I saying before I got up? Oh, salty about a Facebook post. But one person made a good point, like, how do we know when to intervene or when you want us to say something? Because it's fairly true that I get sassy when people say the wrong thing too. Like, is it better for people to be silent so as to not say the wrong thing? Oh, and right now I'm putting on Glow. Yeah, sorry. See, because it's got the Glow, Soft Focus, and Dazzle here, and then you turn it around, and then it says Glow, which is over here, Dazzle, which is over here, and then the Soft Focus. I don't understand why they do that, because when I look at this, I'm thinking this is this whole thing should be Dazzle, but it's Glow. Oops, I'm not done here. I hate my brain. But yeah, if you approach me the wrong way, sometimes I get more upset than if you didn't say anything at all, or that then if you had said nothing at all, something like that. I'm trying to make words happen while I'm focusing on this too. So now I'm going to use Dazzle on the cheekbones. I don't know if you can see how pretty that is, but this is one of my favorite highlights. I was like, what a perfect time to use it. I have another highlight that's gold, and I thought about using that, but it's like shabam gold, and I'm already going to be wearing a gold dress with gold things on my face. I didn't want to overdo it with gold highlight and look like a statue or something. But yes, sorry, back to the story. I shouldn't expect people to know when to reach out to me. I think the problem is that oftentimes I will say I'm lonely or something, and I don't feel like I have anybody that I can go to that's going to give me the attention that I need, without being annoyed by me, or I always feel like I'm a burden. So I don't want to ask for help, even from people that say that they would like to help me, because I'm a burden. I'm a pain in the ass, and I don't want people to get tired of me. Because I've had a lot of loss in my life, like not death loss, but a lot of like best friends that haven't stuck around. I've had a lot of regular friends that haven't stuck around. I've had family members not stick around. So I kind of go through abandonment issues where I think if I'm too needy, then they're not gonna stay, and then I will really be alone. So when I need somebody, I don't ask very often. Sometimes I'll wake up my girlfriend, but so good point. I don't know what the right answer is. Just pet me when I want to be petted in the right way, like a cat. So anyway, I'm going to use this Natasha Denona gold palette. It's from Christmas. One thing I like about this is it's got a texture to it. I think it's neat. It's gold. Looks very chic to me. And then when you open it, it's got this like sheet that tells you the names if you care what they are, but it also easily flips up. I imagine it looks like it's perforated so you could tear it out, but I don't want to do that. So I'm going to be using the color teak first. It's this bottom brownish color, and I'm going to use it up here. I'm doing a very similar eye to what I normally do, because I am not wanting to do 2 videos. Oh, I'm so glad I thought about it. I need to prime my eyes. Now I do have primer from, sorry, I've got something floating around my eye. I've got primer from Urban Decay, and I like it, but I want to use concealer because this concealer is slightly lighter than my skin. And so all the color will pay off. Oh, I should probably put on my eyebrows too so I can gauge symmetry. Not that my eyebrows are symmetrical and by any shape of the imagination, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. All right. This is also a brush I got from Ipsy. It is, it says good night on it. It's from their superhero stuff. It's 110. Luxie brand. And I have a lot of their brushes at my other house. Like this is my girlfriend's house. I have a lot of brushes at my house that are from Luxie, and I like them a lot, and I wonder why they're there when I do my makeup over here a lot of the time. But I do like my Morphe brushes, so it's like one of those things where I'm like, I don't know what I want. Sites for things to just do what I want them to do, which this is not doing. The other eye did. Well, it's kind of starting to do what I want. I gotta figure out, because I'm getting fine lines, because I'm getting up there in age. And so I'm starting to get lines down here. And I'm like, I don't know what to do about it. Because I I moisturize, I put on eye stuff. Like why am I getting these lines? Because I'm getting up there in age. But I don't know how to make up. Like, I have to figure that out too. And I wish that I was coming to a channel with some kind of knowledge, but I'm really not. I'm just like, watch me put on makeup and I'll talk about how fucked up I am, or stories about other people. It's, you know, and about that guy, it's just really sad because he had a baby, and like, you've got to think, for somebody to leave behind a family, they've got to be going through something pretty awful. Like, it's not just a Saturday night whim. It's, and I know that I've told you guys before that I've had suicidal ideations, and I've made attempts, not very good ones, obviously, but like, the place that you have to be in order to make those decisions, you know, to decide this is what I want to do, like, it's a really ugly and sad place. And to think everybody's got their own battles that they're facing, and even you might look at somebody and think, but they've got a wife and kids and a family and they should be happy. Well, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but, you know, like, whatever his reasoning was, like, I don't know it because I was not close to that family, and I, you know, even if I was, I wouldn't exactly ask, like, well, why did you do it? But I know why I've attempted, and mine is mostly because I feel alone and like unlovable and all that gross cheesy things that people say and then nobody wants to talk about. Like, I got made fun of a lot in school and called ugly, and I had one guy tell me that I was so ugly that no man would ever want me. And while that didn't prove to be true, it was something that plagued my head a lot. Like, I heard his voice throughout my teens and into my 20s telling me nobody would ever want me, and even when they did want me, they didn't want me. Like, that's how my brain worked. And it was just one person that said that, but that one person affected my whole life for many years. Now I am taking Log, which is this darker color, the stock one. But yeah, most of my life I felt, well, he must be right, because, you know, not very many people are saying anything differently. So I must be that ugly, and I'm not rolling in the dudes, so I must, you know, they must not like me. And it couldn't possibly have anything to do with the fact that I wasn't looking for anyone. So if you're not looking, how can you find it? And I don't know. I'm not trying to throw myself a pity party about something that happened so long ago. Like, it sucks. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say it didn't suck, that my life in my late teens, early 20s was just miserable. And then, you know, I was sexually assaulted in my early 20s, and then that ruined me even further. You know, I think this is just glitter. Or glitter based, I don't know. But look how pretty that is. I forgot I was going to use this. I have this by Mario. It is Master Metal Manipulator Mixing Liquid. You put it down and then you put the metallic colors over it, and it's supposed to be like insane, like a banger. But I do not have the ability to go back in time and remember to use it. So anyway, so you know, basing your self-worth off of what other people think about you is it's something that they tell you not to do, but it's really hard not to, I think. At least for me, it has been very hard for me in my life not to look at other people's opinions of me and think, you know, that's not fact. Like, I think I'm pretty funny, but, you know, maybe not in this video, but in general, I think I'm pretty funny. And, you know, I think, why don't other people think that I'm funny? And then I think, you know, well, who am I to make the decision that I am funny? Like, that needs to come from somebody else. I had a bitch I used to work with that once told me that she wanted to hear my jokes a second time to see if they were actually funny, because I always laugh at them. She went on to be a police officer and then got fired. She might not be a bitch now. I shouldn't say that. Like, she might be a delightful person, but she just was very hateful to me. And I think I was in a place to just automatically take that as a reason to not like her, instead of trying to find common ground or make some kind of what's it called, make some kind of an appeal to her. Oh, and that color, which I got some brown in it because my brushes aren't clean, but I used this color for the inside, which you can't really see it that well, but it is called Sparks. It's very pretty. I might use my finger. I might have better luck. Not really. I think if I would have put this on a matte color, it would show up better than it is. But I put it on top of another shiny color, so. But no, I shouldn't say anything bad about her because I don't know her anymore, and that was, God, like 6 years ago, going on, working our way towards 7. For the bottom, I'm gonna try Python. It's this color. Let me move it out of the way. It's this green color right here. It's like a green blue. It's bad I pretty. I'm going to use it for my lower eyelid. I hope it goes well, because so far I'm liking what I'm seeing, but yeah, so she might be a delightful person now, and she might have been a delightful person then, and I just wasn't in a place to see it. So I shouldn't say anything bad about her. But at the time, she was not my favorite. And I did not like the way she talked down to me, or I perceived her talking down to me. What does that look like? I mean, I guess I don't have to be wearing this anymore. I can take this down. My hair is still a little wet from the shower, so I look a little clowny, don't I? God, why are my eyes doing this? It's separating right in here. I did something wrong. Wow, 33 and a half. No, 34 minutes. Happy New Year. All right, I'm going to put on mascara and stuff off camera because it looks weird, and I'm just going to do that. Plus, it'll shorten the video a little. I got one on. I got one on, you guys. I did it. One. All right, I'm trying the other one now. I'm not doing it on camera because I get nervous, and I don't think it's that entertaining. Or it might be. Is this on right? I got some on. They're huge, man. Huge. I don't know that I got them on even. This one I think looks better than the other one. These are the kind of lashes that will get blown away in a storm. Like, they're insane. But it's New Year's and I wanted to bring it in with big lashes. So here we are. I'm going to add lips. I can definitely tell you that notice a lot more plumpness to my lips after using that. And after the stinging stopped, that was nice. This is a labor of love today. Ugh. I have lip liner now. I could have used it. Okay. So now the earrings. Not that you care about the earrings. I don't know if you care about anything that I'm saying, but earrings aren't makeup and whatnot. So, anyway, I didn't say anything that I said to make you guys feel bad for me. I'm just trying to make things make sense, I guess, about me, because I don't often make sense. Yeah. That looks nice. Pull the hair back a little bit. If only I could get it to do what I hold it up to do, you know? Like, if I could just make it do this, it'd be cool. But when I put it up, it ends up doing like this, and that looks like, you know, I can't even make an example of it. This hair is supposed to be over here. Join your brethren. But yeah. So do this so that my earrings show. This is it. I think I'm gonna add to my jacked up lips. I've got this Too Faced Melted Gold. It is old, but I'm gonna put it on top of it. To give it like a, I don't know, a gold hint. Can't really tell about it in the video, but in person, it looks kind of neat. I really need to put like makeup wipes or something in here. Instead of just like wiping this on my legs. You can't see underneath my skirt anyway, but if you did, it'd be my legs covered in makeup. All right. This is, see, I think that eye looks better than this one. But this is the first time I've been able to put on eyelashes like myself. So I've been practicing. This is my New Year's Eve look. I like it. I hope you like it. And I hope you like my video. And I'm sorry it's so long. I am working on trying to shut it down, make it smaller. But see, look at the eyes. Look at it. It's like right here. You can still kind of see the purple there. Maybe I need to color correct. I don't know how, but maybe I can find out. All right. Happy New Year. I will see you guys on the flip side. And if you need anything, send me a message. As long as it's not financial, I might be able to help you out. Probably not, because I can't really help myself, but I will do my best for you. And if you felt personally victimized by me in 2020, then I'm sorry. Have a great time. Be safe. And if you need anything, reach out to somebody. If you've got someone. There are also hotlines. I don't have it memorized, but it's been a year. See you next year.